Hey beautiful souls, thank you so much for being here. Welcome to today's pick a card reading. We do have a viewer suggestion, and the topic is, why did you meet this person, or what are they here to teach you? But before I dive into your decks and your crystals, I would like to tell you that I am currently holding a little mini summer sale on my 3 most popular full readings. So, like, not the mini readings. It's a specific person energy reading, the intimate desires energy reading, which is the spicy one, and the 10 personalized questions reading, which you get to ask 10 questions of your choosing. All of the description is included in each reading on my website, so you can see what's included, what I look into, how to receive your reading, and all that good stuff. Now, if you are looking for a quicker turnaround, I do have urgent options available, and you can receive those within 72 hours of purchase. And of course, I do have mini readings, which are, obviously smaller. We have the 3 questions mini, or the 4 spicy questions. And yeah, those are a little more affordable if you're not looking to spend too much on a reading. And also, I do offer channel memberships. So under my second tier, the Celestial Cocoon, I do have additional videos, as well as a monthly forecast or predictions, as well as distance Reiki integrated into the reading. So this, again, you've probably heard me mention, this is the only place I'm offering energy healing for the collective, for the Celestial Cocoons. I am not offering it anywhere else. I'm not offering it on my website. It is not, it's not anywhere. So those lovely members do get to receive the distance healing, as well as the additional videos. So at a very, very affordable price. Now, if you are joining, I do want to give you the heads up to make sure you are not joining on an Apple device, because they charge Apple tax, and you will be paying more than what you should for the membership. So do not join through Apple. All right, so let's dive into your decks and your crystals. So group 1, you have the Floral Tarot with this honey calcite. Group 2, you have the Rider-Waite deck with the amethyst. And group 3, you have the Tarot de la Nuit with the green aventurine. I always feel like I use this deck as the 3rd group. Anyways, timestamps are listed in the middle of the description box, as well as pinned in the comment section, and I will see you lovelies at your reading. Hey group 1, you chose the Floral Tarot with the honey calcite. Welcome to your reading. All right, let's get into it and see why you met this person. What are they here to teach you? Take what resonates, ignore what doesn't, leave it for somebody else. Why did you meet them? Why did group 1 meet their person? Why did you meet this person? Queen of Coins. 6 of Coins. Healing. I feel like this connection is most definitely of mutual benefit. So you're both meant to I shouldn't say they're healing from you, or you're here to teach them healing, but I am getting like they're here to help you heal and nurture yourself. King of Wands. Take control of your life. King of Swords. Okay, so I am getting autonomy is a huge lesson in this connection for the both of you. But since we're mostly looking at you and what they're here to teach you, we're not really looking at what you're here to teach them. That could be a future topic. If you guys are interested, of course, just comment down below. And I will make a note of it. But okay. Okay, so I'm getting here that I am picking up on a very generous spirit, not only from, could be this person, but I'm feeling like it's more you guys being the generous spirit, like you want to help those around you. You care about others. You can be taught, that you need to be there for others to show support. And of course, it's good to show support and love and compassion and kindness and be there for the people that you care about, especially, if you hope that others will be there for you someday. That is good for it to be mutual. But I feel here that in some ways it could have been taught upon you that it's like an obligation, or it feels like a responsibility or a duty that you have to do to be there for others, to overextend yourself at times here. And your person is actually, in some ways, and it could be showing up the opposite, and this is how sometimes we can find out what somebody is here to teach us, is sometimes the lesson shows up the opposite way to make us uncomfortable, to shake us up, so we break a cycle, break a pattern, or recognize a pattern. And it could be you like overextending yourself, giving a little too much of yourself, not putting yourself first, taking action, taking responsibility for other people, and other people not showing up for you the way that you show up for them. That could be a way that it plays out, where it's showing you, okay, it's now time to show up for yourself and get clear on what that looks like, and where you need your needs met as well. So at times it looks like you may not be playing, you may be playing like the supporting role in your own life, where you're meant to actually take ownership of your life, and you're meant to be the star of your life, not other people, not this person. You're meant to be showing up for yourself here. The Wheel of Fortune. They are here to help you break free from karmic lessons, karmic cycles. Learn those lessons, the Lovers. Okay, so this could be either a karmic connection or karmic soulmates. We have Gemini, we have Sagittarius, Six of Wands. You may have some similarities in life too, like come from the same, you may have the same patterns that you need to heal. Like I said, it may show up differently here, but you are meant to find your happiness in life. And I mean your happiness in life, not living life for somebody else, not living life for what's expected of you or what, you're told you're supposed to live, who you're supposed to choose as well. I feel like your person here is really supposed to like push you out of your comfort zone so you become the leader. in your own life. So if you've been playing it small, you've been kind of hiding behind the scenes, you know, not really speaking up for yourself, not showing up for yourself, instead always, you know, putting others' well-being and needs ahead of your own. This is saying, you know, you are just as important as other people, and you need to be showing up for yourself as well, because your happiness is very, very much important. And I feel like this is a very significant, important connection in your life. Yeah, the High Priestess. They're here to tap into the unknown, to the shadow. Bring it to light. And the shadow can hide our hidden talents as well. You know, our inner gifts. It doesn't always, I know when we say shadow work, you know, we automatically, I just saw 11:11 on my timer there. We automatically, you know, go to a dark place, or, you know, a lot of the times it's just assumed that it's something negative. It doesn't have to be something negative. I feel like this person is actually here to bring out your strengths, and they're here to empower you, or they're here to push you to empower yourself, for self-empowerment. Why did you meet them? But I am getting that this person could be, you may find them like in and out of your life, but you always find your way back to each other, or they're meant to stay in your life eventually. So this, I don't feel like, is a connection that's gonna fade out. Seven of Wands. The Hierophant. Yeah, this is definitely higher learning, understanding, getting clear on your own values, your morals, not the values and morals of others. Ace of Wands, inspiration, and we have the Three of Coins. Okay, so this is, you know, collaboration, teamwork. We're working together. So, Ace of Cups as well. I love this. This is like self-love. This is like a renewal, expressing your emotions, going after what you want rather than, you know, keeping yourself closed off. You're here for something new. You're not here for the same old story, especially somebody else's story. That's the main thing here. You're not meant to be here living somebody else's beliefs, somebody else's story. And if you don't know exactly, you know, what you believe in just yet, you know, Spirit is saying it's okay. You'll learn along the way. You know, you may be new at this. You know, everyone has to start somewhere, right? So there's no shame in that. But yeah, this is a very meaningful connection. This isn't by chance. Like you did agree to come here to help each other grow, and you're here to push you to stand up for yourself, to fight for yourself, your own beliefs, you know, what you're passionate about, what you value. And you may find that what you value and what you believe in differs from what you were taught growing up. But I'm also saying you will find people that you resonate with along the way, not just this person, but other people as well. So let's take a look at some oracle cards here. This could be certain things that are coming through from this connection, or that you may be learning along the way. Over here. Why did you meet them? Why did you meet them? What are they here to teach you? Second chance. Making amends, opportunity. Reconciliation. We do have divine masculine. This could be your divine masculine. seeing, you know, there's opportunities. So even if you feel like you've made mistakes along the way, this is saying, you know, there's a second chance coming. It's not like the door isn't closed here. There's going to be other opportunities for you to find your way. Even if you're not talking to this person, this doesn't mean that your growth isn't going to stop, or, you know, you're not going to learn. Because I'm getting you don't actually physically need this person in your life to learn the lessons. Bliss. Yeah, I'm seeing courage on the bottom here. Meant to fight for what you believe in. Stand up for what you believe in. Speak your truth. Even if it's uncomfortable for other people to hear. Perseverance. It says here, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Okay. Now, this connection is meant to make you stronger. It's meant to help you. And again, it's not necessarily just because of the person. I feel like this person could have been the catalyst to everything, but they're not the end-all be-all. I mean, they could be the one, because I am getting a lot of, you know, second chances, a reconciliation. We do see bliss here. This is my union card, and a lot of it does look like a faded spiritual connection of some sorts, whether it's a soulmate, you know, a soulmate you're learning lessons with along the way, which there's so many terms out there. I guess it could be considered a karmic soulmate, or, you know, this could be your divine counterpart, your twin flame. And yeah, I feel like this is not an easy journey, but I am getting like, you are meant to not give up on yourself. And this really is meant to challenge you, because it's not meant to be an easy connection, is what I'm getting. I know typically soulmates could be easy connections, so this could be more of a karmic soulmate where they're here to push you along. So it could like also, I feel like karmic soulmates can kind of mimic twin flames a little bit, but it's definitely not the same. But there are similarities. There are, yeah, some similarities there where it's like, it's not like your best friend that, you know, maybe you never argue with, or, you know, there's not a lot of challenges. There's not a lot of personal or spiritual development along the way, whereas I see here that this connection here is meant to push you into personal and spiritual development, especially like standing in your power. So if you're here wondering, like, if your question is like, hey, look, lady, am I here? Is this person the one? Could they be the one? I am getting, yes, absolutely. They could be in your life for the long haul. So if that was, you know, what you clicked on this video for me to answer that specific question, the signs are, the cards are pointing to, yes, this person could be the one. So, you know what? I feel like there's nothing else for me to say here. Yeah, most definitely don't give up on yourself. You know, stick to your goals. You're going to find bumps and obstacles along the road. That's okay. Maybe one day we should do a yes and no pick a card. Okay, so we have Pisces, we have Virgo, we have 10th house Capricorn, and we have 2nd house Taurus. Okay, so I'm seeing the word snug. Snug as a bug. We have snug. We have F T D A R N I E. Seeing friend. X A B. All right, so that's what I have for you, group 1. Thank you so much for watching. I'm wishing you guys all the best, sending you so much love, and I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey, group 2, you chose the Rider-Waite with the Amethyst. Welcome to your reading. All right, so why did you meet this person? What are they here to teach you? Why did you meet them? Of course, you know, take what resonates, ignore what doesn't. Even if a little snippet is what resonates for you, that is okay. Just take that. You're welcome to check out the other 2 piles. There may be something in there for you. And if there's nothing here today, that's okay too. It's just not your reading today. All right, so why did you meet them? What are they here to teach you? Why did you meet this person? Person on your minds. Could have been an instant recognition. We have strength. We have 9 of Cups. Okay, I am getting something about this person feels very familiar. They could feel like home. This connection may very much warm your heart. They may test your ego a little bit, though. Could be a friendship, more of a friendship. Now, you can be here asking about other connections. It doesn't have to be romantic, so keep that in mind. I should have said that in the beginning. And then I pulled the Knight of Cups, but we can still talk about feelings with our friends, too. Okay. 2 of Pentacles. Why did you meet this person? Ooh, abandonment. They could be here to teach you, to show you something about abandonment wounds, or like anxious avoidant or anxious attachment style. We do have cards, 2 cards of wish granted or wish fulfillments. Seeing healing, having faith, trusting. Okay. What are they here to teach you? To trust. To let your guard down. To allow yourself to trust again. Trust in people. Trust in yourself, most of all. Trust in love and connections. Now, of course, you know, this is a very general reading. which is why I gave a lot of, it's the main focus here is trust and faith. Now, whether or not it's in this person or, love in general or friendships in general or specifically yourself, that could be the case. Because, yeah, if you're here watching a video for someone who completely treated you like absolute garbage, obviously it's not trust in them. So it would be more like trust in yourself, or trust that, there are good people out there, which may be hard here, but I am getting like there has been some heaviness and there's like a little bit back and forth here. So I'm getting trust is at the core of this, and having faith. So your faith may have been shaken, either prior to this person or because of this person. And it, unfortunately, could have felt very real, but you were left wondering if it was mutual. But it feels like you hit it off, so it's like, But I'm noticing here, I'm looking at the Three of Pentacles. We have the 3 people here, and then we have 2 people here who are kind of left out in the cold. So like the 2 of you against the world. Could have gone through similar situations. What are they here to teach you? Why did you meet them? Why did you meet them? 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, the Hierophant, 10 of Swords. Yeah, someone's faith has been shattered, betrayed, broken. There's been betrayal. And uncertainty. There's a lack of trust and faith. Okay, so yeah, at the core of it, trust, faith, trust in yourself, trusting, that there are good people out there. Again, I don't know if it's this person that completely hurt you, or if they're here to help you restore your faith. Some of you, it was this person that completely broke it. Others of you, they're here to restore it. But either way, there is yeah. Because we have beautiful, it's like a beautiful, I don't know. I just got, I mean, it's not funny, but it's kind of, it's funny that it's random. It just popped into my head, and it would be very oddly specific because I'm getting like, I don't know, did you guys leave like a community together, like a spiritual community? I guess the other word for it would be cult. That's why I laugh. It's just so random, right? So if it resonates for somebody, you could have met this person there. It's like, I mean, that would really shake your faith. This is a very bizarre reading, because I'm getting a lot of good, and I'm getting like 2 people against the world, but I am getting a lot of like trauma, a lot of pain. Because at this end, we have, a sense of community, a sense of belonging. We're building, we've achieved something. And then here it's like, it was taken away. It was like completely, you know, blindsided, like backstabbed. It's like here, Hierophant, this can talk about traditions, it can talk about spirituality, you know, beliefs, spiritual beliefs, or, you know, religious beliefs as well. So it's like almost being shunned, right? Where we had like teamwork, we had a sense of belonging here as well. And then we have these two people just, you know, completely torn from this and like left behind, and you know, people just turn their back on you. So there's a lot going on in this group, and a lot of uncertainty, a lot of, you know, lack of trust, lack of faith in other people. So yeah, scared to take risks now, scared to trust, just take that leap of faith. It's almost like somebody like gaslit you. If that's the case, if it's this person and they were crappy, look at that. We're seeing the devil, the hermit, devil. Okay, so if that's your story and this is a completely like messed up situation with this person where they like left you, in a state where you don't know what's what or who's who, or, you know, they've just left you confused and you're unable to like trust anybody. This is most definitely like learning to trust yourself again, and eventually learning to open up to other people. Because I'm getting, for some of you, this could have been like a really awful situation of why you met this person. That could be what you're wondering. Is like, this was such a unhealthy situation. Why did I even meet them? Like, what was the purpose? That was could have been a purpose is to like, you know, put your trust in yourself. You know, trust your choices, trust your decisions moving forward, rather than, you know, just allowing somebody else to lead you. I mean, that's good to learn regardless of whether it's this connection or not. You should always, you know, build your faith and your trust in yourself and your intuition, of course, and always, you know, use your discernment. But unfortunately, sometimes these lessons could show up because, you know, we trusted too much in other people and just, you know, ran with what they taught us, or ran with what they said was true, right? They could have been saying like, hey, look, I'm speaking truth. This is the way. But, you know, maybe it didn't resonate with you and it led you off your path and led you further from yourself. So you could be in this path of finding yourself right now. What are they here to teach you? How did you meet them? Leadership. Yeah, temptation. See, this could have been someone, fear. Then we have reconciliation, but it's reversed here. Someone could have used fear tactics to gain your trust, taking you off your path. That could have been what happened here. You know, what unfolded. So you're meant to actually take ownership and leadership of your life moving forward. Acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things I cannot change. Yeah, look, fear keeps coming up. could have even looked like, hey, look, if you don't follow my teaching, you know, you're never gonna get the results, or you're never gonna get whatever. You're never gonna find, you know, that true happiness, that fulfillment. Which is not true. You can still find it. Curse. Hex, witchcraft, negative mind. Who did you deal with? If you're resonating with who, what? Okay, so acceptance. I'd say what you could do is, well, accept that, you know, what happened, unfortunately. Yeah, a lot of fear coming through here. Like, you know, believing that you can't be happy if you don't follow someone's, you know, someone else's beliefs. I'm getting that's the thing. So it's trusting in your intuition, trusting, having faith in yourself. You know, if you're not sure exactly what you believe in yet, you know, you'll figure it out along the way. You're not doomed because somebody else says you are. Because I knew that can come out in the spiritual community, I know, and in other religious communities too. So that could be a thing. But again, like, you and somebody else could be, you know, in this together. Like, maybe you found somebody who knows what you've been through. So you're kind of, you know, they're there as support, someone to lean on. Like, you're both finding your way together. I have like a mixed, there's a lot going on here. So like I said, take what resonates. Yeah, it's like up in the air. Priorities. It's like needing to find your way and accepting what happened. But now you know what led to that, hopefully. You know, what led to you being in this situation, or, you know, how it unfolded. You can look back at it now and be like, you know, how did I end up in that situation? Like, how did I find myself, or, you know, how did these people find me, or how did this person, you know, how were they able to manipulate, or whatever. You may be able to recognize, you know, how it unfolded, so that way you can take that knowledge with you and, you know, prevent it in the future, hopefully. Or you're able to recognize, you know, the red flags, the warning signs. But I will say this, one important message, and this goes for any group, you know, if anyone's telling you, you know, you won't find happiness or fulfillment if you don't follow their beliefs or their teachings. Yeah, they're just trying to scare you into buying something. Because that's not true. You can absolutely, you know, and if they need to scare you so that you follow them, there's something wrong with them, not you. Okay. All right, so we have 9th house Sagittarius, 6th house Virgo. We have Sagittarius again, and Aries. I will be right back. I just gotta double check something. All right, I am back. So let's take a look at your signs. Not your signs, your initial tiles. Okay, so we have G, F, R O O K H E D O, see Fred, E F Z N A S I H. All right, so that's what I have for you, group 2. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you guys all the best. Sending you so much love. Hopefully this brought you clarity. Let me know, because it was kind of, it was a lot for me. So hopefully it helped somebody here. But yes, I will see you guys in the next reading. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey, group 3, you chose the Tarot de la Nuit with the green amethyst. Welcome to your reading. All right, so let's take a look at why you met this person. What are they here to teach you? Now, this could be for, it doesn't necessarily have to be for a romantic connection. You're welcome to watch this for a platonic connection. Maybe you're just curious about why you met whoever. Whatever applies to your life. And you could also, you know, use the other groups to look at for other people as well. So some interesting things coming up today. We'll see what comes through for you guys. So why did you meet this person? Person on your mind right now. Ace of Wands. Inspiration. Pentacles. Ooh, inspiration to a purpose, life purpose. Okay, this person is meant to inspire you, to help you find your calling, get you motivated. Knight of Swords, get you thinking. You could have been obsessively thinking, wondering like, why am I here? What's my purpose? I feel like here, this person could be the catalyst, or could be like a muse to that. Eight of Cups. Yeah, it's just like shifting your focus to something greater. Now, not sure if they're meant to be here long term, like in your life. This could be a more karmic connect. Now, sometimes karmics can be in for a while. But I'm not sure just yet if this person is meant to stay in your life, or if you're just meant to learn something with them, like find your calling, find your purpose, and then they're supposed to mosey on out once you learn this. But now it could transform here. You may find yourself walking away, but I am getting like this energy of like sense of wonder, of, you know, really thinking, you know, maybe not feeling so fulfilled or satisfied in life, like wondering why, you know, wondering what your calling is, your spiritual calling, or, you know, why are you here? You could just be asking a lot of questions right now about life, about your purpose. We have 3 of Cups, 9 of Cups, 6 of Wands, the High Priestess. Okay. Looking at the 3 of Cups, giving Alice in Wonderland like illusions. Illusions with the High Priestess. Could be here to help dissolve or shatter an illusion here. Or are they a distraction? Normally, I see Three of Cups as, it's friendship, we're having a good time here. And yeah, they're having a good time. But Alice in Wonderland, it's like a lot of, it's delusions. A lot of, it's not real, right? It's all like fantasy, dream, or whatever. It's been so long since I've watched it. But it's definitely not based in reality, right? So it's... They could be here to help share a new perspective that you may have not considered before. They're here to show you, yeah, have you recognized something in yourself? This could be like a very, like a friendly connection. You're definitely, you definitely have a soul contract with this person. Five of Wands. Conflicts. The Chariot. It's like that willpower, that drive, that ambition. Cancer energy. We also have Pisces. Page of Cups, the curiosity. Justice, truth. Libra. Seven of Cups, illusion again. They're here to shatter the illusion. They're here to hold you accountable, perhaps. You looking at things with curious wonder, curiosity. Conflicts. And if you look at these two, it's almost like she's in the ethereal and he's here on physical land. So it's like between, the physical world, what you know to be reality and what you know to be like the inner world, right? Could be here shattering an illusion, finding your truth. They're here to cut through the veil in some way, helping you see past the illusions to see the truth. Who is this person? I still can't decide. It's a significant connection. I will get that. And of course, green aventurine here. This is the stone of truth. So yeah, we're, shattering the illusions, looking at the truth. Now, the illusion, there's more to what meets reality. There's more to, what we know, what we see. Could be a deeper meaning to what's going on here in this connection. Let's see what else. Why did you meet this person? What are they here to teach you? We know they're here to help you see past the illusion. We have a lot to do with, illusions, a lot to do with the inner worlds. Conflicts, challenges. They're here. Summer. So summertime. Now, summertime, it does remind me, we have healing, dark night of the soul, and then we have fall. So sometime now between summer and fall is significant commitment. Okay, so Going back on friendships here, when I think of summer, I think, summer vacation, school's out, you're having fun with your friends. So I am getting, that light, a more of a playful energy, more of a warm, friendly energy. It's kind of like, the sun's on your face. It's vitality. It's warm. It's inviting. So this does feel like a soulmate of some kind. Whether it's like deeper than that, like a twin flame, or a deeper soul connection, I guess, if you don't like the label twin flame or the term. Service. So it says, I feel good when I can help others. Yeah, on the bottom here, denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Part of your purpose could be helping others. That can unfold and play out in very many different ways. Why did you meet them? Clinging. Holding on, obsessing, spying, breaking points. Limit, final straw, overwhelms. Okay, so they are here to help you break free of something. Again, it could be the illusion. It could be, showing up and showing you some truth. They're here for a deeper reason. Let's see. Clarify clinging. Clarify clinging. There's something you're holding on to that you're meant to release. Page of Swords. Okay, information is coming. They're here to teach you. Six of Pentacles. It did come out reversed, so it's like we're not letting go. We're not, we're keeping things to ourselves, holding on to information. Holding on to information. Withholding information. Could be playing small. Knight of Pentacles. Okay, they're here to shatter an illusion. There is something you're not seeing. Is it them? Are they not? Why did you meet this person? They're here to... What? Okay, what is this Five of Wands? Nine of Swords, anxiety, stress, nightmares, overthinking. Knight of Pentacles, about moving forward, plans. Maybe you feel like you're not ready to let go. You're not ready to take that leap of faith. You're not ready to move forward. You could be scared. Maybe you feel like you don't know enough. Maybe you feel like there's still more to learn before you jump into your purpose. Okay, so in some ways, this person is meant to push you out of your comfort zone that you've been stressing about, you know, making these plans, setting these plans, actually taking that action. It could be through helping others. There's something here you're putting on hold, something you're still clinging on to. This person's here to kind of push you past that, push you over that. In some ways, you're playing small here. You're not tapping into your true potential. They're here to support your potential and help you see past the illusion and see the truth of the situation. All right, that's interesting. Definitely not expecting. Well, like I said in one of the other groups, I'm not going to say which one, but I'm sure if any of you are here from that one, you know what I mean. If you were here for the purpose of looking into this reading of, you know, why did you meet them, like whether or not you're meant to be with them, yeah, sorry to disappoint you. It turns out it's not that type of reading. Yeah. I could always, you know, do that type of reading if it's suggested. Always, you know, let me know in the comments if you would like a reading like that. But, yeah, this is more like, what are they here to teach you? Why did you meet them? Okay, so we have Aries, second house Taurus. We have Aries again, and third house Gemini. This feels like a soulmate. A-E-O-R, arrow. Makes me want chocolate now. I'm also getting arrow, like pointing in a direction. They're here to help you see which direction you're meant to go. You know, which path you're meant to choose. T-N-P, T-A-N-P. We have C-I-A-X. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. I wish you guys all the best. Hopefully this brought somebody clarity. Hopefully it resonated for somebody. I know it was... You know, sometimes these get confusing for me. It's like, okay, this has got to resonate with somebody. You know, because sometimes it do be like that, right? Where it's like, it doesn't make sense to me, but, you know, sometimes I get in the comments, it's like, oh, it's exactly what I needed to hear. So, yeah, hopefully, like I said, it resonated and brought clarity for somebody out there. And, yeah, I'm wishing you guys all the best, sending you so much love, and please feel free to, you know, throw me more suggestions for future readings, and yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.